Hi, another demo of the portal. This time I'm going to go through the email subscription options. When a user logs on, they'll see this screen here. I'm logged on as a committee admin, so I can see more than most users can see. Most users will have a button here where they can manage their own subscriptions. So if they click on here, you'll see that I'm unsubscribed to the auto subscription. I'm subscribed to the auto one, so I'm unsubscribed for there, so I'm no longer subscribed. I can subscribe to the gardening club, and I'm now subscribed. Users can do this because, in theory, users should have full control of what emails that they receive. So users can log on here, see the lists that are available, and subscribe and unsubscribe. If you go to admin now, as a committee admin, I've got the manage subscriptions button here. So here you've got the three here. So let's create a new one. This one, we'll create one called volunteers. Create. So now we've got a new one here. There's nobody registered and there's no managers. So if we click on volunteers, we can add a manager. Manager is somebody who can log on and send emails, and they don't actually have to be committee or committee admin. So so if somebody from the karate club, for instance, or gardening club or whatever, we can allow them to log in and send emails to anybody who's registered for that group. So in this case, we're going to add a manager. So let's add me as a manager. So I'm a manager, and so I'm a manager, but there's no users. Now normally users would subscribe themselves, but I've added a feature where we can actually subscribe users as well. Now you have to be careful here, because in theory you should only subscribe people if they've given you permission to subscribe to something. But I'm assuming that all the volunteers have allowed themselves. So what we can do here is, I've got a filter here, so we can just click on volunteers, and I can subscribe. So now these are all there. And now when we go back to the list, we see that volunteers are the three registered and one manager. Sending an email. On the home screen, if you're a manager of an email subscription, you will see this area here. So if you click on auto, I can send a message, blah 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 blah, and here's a blah blah blah, and this will then get sent. But I'm not going to do that. Also, when you manage your subscriptions here, you've also got an option to show history, so you can see all the emails that have been sent in the past. See, these are all the emails that have been sent and when they were sent. So you can see what's gone on before. So that's the system that's been mostly in place for a few years now, but I think I'd like it to be used a bit more. Basically, you can add more groups. So here you can sort of have a number of focus groups. I've got one for volunteers. We could have one for a subset of the volunteers. So if you can think of any other groups to add, we can add them.